This is TCI Matter, page 42, solubility. You could use melting point to compare two bars of metal to each other, but most people and scientists do not have furnaces that can get hot enough to melt the substance. What other method could you use to identify the substance the metal bars are made of? Another property is solubility. Solubility describes how well a substance dissolves in another substance. When a substance dissolves, it seems to disappear into that second substance. Silver is soluble in nitric acid, and platinum is not. Platinum is soluble in aqua regia, a mixture of nitric and hydrochloric acid. If you put an ingot of silver in nitric acid, it would dissolve and seem to disappear in the acid. If you look at this picture, they're dumping a white substance into the water to see if it dissolves, to see if it's soluble. Often you need to compare non-visible properties such as solubility to tell apart two substances. For example, sugar is soluble in water, so if you mix it with water, it will seem to disappear. Solubility is not a good property for identifying jewelry, since once it is dissolved, you would no longer have your jewelry. However, solubility is useful if you were trying to tell if you had powdered sugar or flour. Suppose you found an unlabeled jar of white powder in your kitchen. Both powdered sugar and flour are white powders, but sugar is soluble in water and flour is not. If you mixed a little bit of sugar in water, you would see it dissolve and disappear. If you mix flour in water, you would see it form little white clumps. Liquids can also be soluble in other liquids. You may have used water-soluble markers before. Water-soluble marker ink dissolves in water, so it is easy to rinse off the ink. Permanent marker ink, on the other hand, is not soluble in water. It will not dissolve if you mix it with water. This does not mean it is not soluble in any other substance. Permanent markers are soluble in liquids such as mineral oil or isopropyl alcohol. If you try to rinse the permanent markers off with isopropyl alcohol, you will find that it dissolves easily and you can wipe it off.